Good seeing you. Is it clear, Vivian? Is it clear, Vivian? Good seeing you. Is it clear? Good seeing everybody. Good deal. Good deal. Thanks, Vivian. KP. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Everything was good, but I'm going to wait a few minutes before I get started. Good seeing you, Tracy. Good seeing everybody. Good deal, Kathy. Thank you very much for the notification. Like I said, I didn't know. It looked good from here, so. Seeing you, RJ. KP. While I'm waiting, if anybody wants to send me images of their pets, I'll post them. I'm going to go over this a minute while I'm waiting. If you have a pet that you want to showcase on my my lives on Tuesday and Saturday, I will post them, send it to me. I have friends that have pets, but I didn't really want to showcase the pets if people if they weren't okay with it. There's people that have pets. Here's my cat Suki. I'll get yeah. Just if you want to send me more, Kathy, I will. Vivian or whoever has pets, if they want me to showcase them, I'll showcase their pets. So here's my cat. It's my son's Suki. Always a blessing, my cat, my son's cat. One thing I got to confess about my cat, and my cat, Suki's running around right now. Suki has a foot fetish. Suki has a foot fetish. As you can see, Suki loves sniffing my feet. She likes licking my feet. She has a foot fetish. If I'm in the kitchen making something, something, she'll be licking my ankles. She'll be licking my ankles, wanting a treat, but she has a foot fetish. She likes her favorites are slippers, and she also likes any shoes. Any shoes are fine. As you can see right here, she likes here's where the shoes are at the door. She likes sandals. She's right here. Maybe you can't see her very good. She's black. She likes sandals, maybe because she can smell the whole bottom of the shoe. So, If anybody wants to send me pictures of their cats or their animals, their cats, I will share them at my next video, and then my next video on Tuesdays or Saturdays. So, like I said, it's you can't, if I'm sleeping at night, if my feet happen to stick out at the end of the bed or something, he'll lick them. And no, I do not have stinky feet. I have smelt my shoes. It's not that. But animals are a lot of fun. So, yes, my cat, I will admit, my cat has a foot fetish. So, let's get to what's going on. Let's get to go what's going on. It's as Ed was saying, get out of this hole, this mess, this pit. This is all garbage. It's to cause as much chaos as possible. As you can see right here, the Epstein dead. Why is the bank still moving millions? As I said before, none of these people have went to jail. It's all garbage. They're trying to confuse us as much as possible, make as much confusion as possible. That's what they're doing. This was sent to me, some things, Betty, Carol, and many more. Tammy, Gail, Sonia, many more. It says leave the world behind.
I watched a movie called Leave the World Behind. I'm not a big movie watcher, but my husband is, but I usually just sit in here and read while he watches whatever. But I tuned into this one. It's a new movie just released on Netflix, and it's based off of this book. And it was produced by the Obamas. And unsurprisingly, there are a lot of things. Essentially, the movie is about the downfall of civilization and how it's done in 3 steps. First step being that the government is going to be toppled from within. Next one, that it's going to be littered with disinformation and misinformation to confuse the masses and to create chaos. The third step, if the first and second step are done correctly, is going to cause basically a civil war, causing the paranoid and problematic to start turning on each other. This movie is just full of Easter eggs. One part of the movie where self-driving Teslas are directed to crash into the ins and the outs of the city to block anybody from getting in or escaping out. If you pay attention in the movie, there's this mural behind the bed, and the mural changes throughout the mood of the movie. So it starts off as calm, then as the movie intensifies, it gets more rough and more stormy. There is a very obvious Friends reference all throughout the movie. The little girl is obsessed with the last episode of Friends called How It Ends, which is interesting because the star of the movie, Julia Roberts, also dated Matthew Perry way back. Matthew Perry, who also passed away earlier this year. The movie also references like billionaires and their bunkers, and it references the cabal on way more than one.
So as she said, the movie, nobody knew what was going on. It was confusion, and that's what they're trying to do, cause as much confusion as possible. Nobody knew what was going on. That's exactly what they're going to do with the banks also. This is in the X-Files. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, everybody. Cindy.
And then lo and behold, our financial system is going to switch. And you can imagine what it's going to switch to. But guess what else I found out today? Crypto is now linked to our DNA and our health records.
Most people know that. It's they're going to switch the system, and they're going to switch the system, and it's linked to our health. This was posted on Laura Trump's page. There was 2 swans, Black Swan event. As you can see, this was a few days ago. The pillars and the 2 black swans. You can see everybody's talking about it. Now, most people sent me the things that happened in Philadelphia. There was a blackout. 25 people just dropped. and this is to cause as much confusion as possible. We know that the 9/11, they had 911 was out in Philadelphia, and they're trying to cause as much confusion as possible. Obama stated this, and he is in the as Leave the World Behind. He stated it.
With enough raw sewage, you just have to raise enough questions, spread enough dirt, plant enough conspiracy theorizing that citizens no longer know what to believe. Once they lose trust in their leaders, in mainstream media, in political institutions, in each other, in the possibility of truth, the game's won.
So, as I said, that's exactly what he said in his movie, Leave the World Behind. That's what it was about. Nobody knew what was going on. And he said this at Stanford. As much confusion. That's exactly what's going on. Oh, this is what Jesus said in Luke chapter 12 also. Luke chapter 12. Yeah, the video's kind of low, but I'm showing you the overview. And I did do the captions. It says raw sewage speech. As you can see right here. I'm telling you what it says. If it is kind of low, if your volume's kind of low, you can turn it up. But I'm telling you what it is. This is it. This is the video right here. This is the video right here. So this is exactly what's going on. The volume was kind of low in the other one. I don't think it was low in this one, but it's raw sewage. It's much garbage. We want to get out of the pit. Now I want to talk about this. And I want to talk about this. And people were sending me stuff about this. This two-state solution is a nothing burger. Good seeing you, Tammy. Tammy, thank you very much. This is a nothing burger. This has happened before, and I'm going to talk about it. A two-state solution will never happen. I made a video on this, and this will happen. Why? There's a reason why, and it's because this happened before, this two-state solution. This was under Biden. The Biden administration vetoed it. This has happened before. Is a two-state solution feasible in wake of U.S. veto? Biden vetoed it. Trump will veto it. This is a nothing burger. So this has happened before. This reminds me of the red heifer. People say it's got sacrificed. It's a nothing burger. It's a nothing burger. And I'll show you where it lines up with the Bible and annexing. As I said, they're going to annex, as I showed in my video, they're going to annex the West Bank, or whatever you want to call it. There's going to be no two-state solution. Trump will veto it. As you can see right here, Biden vetoed it. As you can see right here, this was Biden, 2024, in April of 2024. It says U.S. vetoes widely supported resolution backing full UN membership to Palestine. Biden vetoed it. Means it's a nothing burger because the U.S. can veto it, which means it won't happen. And that's exactly what Trump would do. So it's a nothing burger. So these people saying this two-state solution, it's a nothing burger. This is not what's going to happen, and it doesn't line up with the Bible. Annexing it does. I showed this in my video. This was 3 days ago. Two-state solution, a nothing burger. Clickbait, I called it in my video. Says right here, Netanyahu and several countries close to agreeing to take Gazans, the Palestine people, agreeing to take the Gazans. Trump, something good will happen. So Netanyahu would never give it up. Netanyahu would never agree to a two-state solution. Trump wouldn't either. As you can see, Netanyahu and several countries close to agreeing to take Gazans. So in other words, they're taking Gazans. They're going to give the Gazans to another country. This is Egypt. I've showed this before. They're going to send them to Iraq. So this is casting lots for people. This is in the Bible. It's right here. It says right here. It says they parted my land and they cast a lot for my people and given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine, and they have they mighty drink. It says cast lots for people. Casting lots for people. Casting lots for people. And it says Palestine right here. It says Palestine right here. Yea, Palestine right here. Render ye a recompense. And they have cast lots for people. Casting lots for people is giving people to somebody else. In other words, Egypt, you take 200,000 people. Egypt or Iraq, you take 100,000 people. That is casting lots for people. This is also, as I showed before, this is also in Ezekiel 16. It says they are reproach. They are reproach. This is also in Ezekiel, as I showed before, 16. It says the Palestine people are a reproach. In other words, nobody wants them. They're casting lots for them. So, as I showed in my video right here, they are going to annex. They are going to annex it, which is parting it. They're going to annex it. So, the two-state solution is a nothing burger. People are putting this out there. It's a nothing burger. They are not going to part the land because Trump will veto it. Now, I will say, it says, divided towards the four winds of heaven. This is a recompense, as I said before. This is a recompense. But it looks like, it looks like that Obama will do this. That's what it looks like to me. Obama would do this because it says it divided towards the four winds of heaven when he stands up. When he stands up, the kingdom shall be divided to the four winds of heaven, broken. So it almost sounds like Obama will do this. That's almost what it sounds like to me. Now, I had a question in my other video. Thanks, Vivian. I don't know what happened, but bless DJ. It almost looks like, I will say, somebody said that, there's people out there telling people all kinds of things. I've showed before. The Old Testament, there's people that, there's somebody in my comment section said that we shouldn't look at the Old Testament. We shouldn't look at the Old Testament. I've heard people say that everything in the Old Testament has been fulfilled. Well, I've showed this before, but that's not the case. The Old Testament, everything in the Old Testament has not been fulfilled. I don't know how people come up with that, but there's people out there that say that. In Daniel chapter 12, it says, and at the time that Michael stands up, the great prince which stand up for the children and thy people, at that time, it says everyone written in the book shall be delivered. Has this happened yet? Everyone written in the book may be delivered. Everyone written in the book be delivered. No, this has not happened yet. So these people that tell people that the Old Testament isn't for us. Also, in Daniel chapter 10, which is the chapter before it, Daniel chapter 10, it talks about Michael coming down in the first month, which that's in Daniel chapter 10. So everything, the Bible also says what happened before happened again. But anyway, whatever. So I get off tangent on that. Another thing about parting the land. The parting the land is just like Ukraine. To take Ukraine, to parting Ukraine or whatever Russia wants it, Russia has to take it. Russia has to take it. Russia has to take Ukraine for it to be parted. They want Ukraine. They have to take it. Right now, they've been fighting wars, have always been over land or something. Until Russia takes it, it doesn't parted. You could say it's not parted. Russia's trying to get it back. Ukraine has it right now. Russia says that, good seeing you, Ashley. So until Russia takes it, it isn't parted. So, and you know what Trump said? Trump said he will take Gaza. Trump said he will take Gaza. When he made his video, he said he would take it. Well, to take it, I will own it. There you go. Trump says he will own it. He said this in February. He has not changed his tune. So as far as the whole situation with Gaza being parted, that's not going to happen. Two-state solution is not in the Bible. Parting the land by annexing it, and this is what Netanyahu wants. And this is what Trump wants, to annex it, to rebuild it, to annex it. That is in the Bible. As I showed, this is in Joel right here. It says cast lots for people. This is getting rid of them. This is also in Ezekiel 16. It says the Palestine people are reproach, and it says the same thing. Casting lots is getting rid of them. Sold them. Actually sold them. Trump has offered money. Trump has offered money for countries to take them, to take the Palestine people. And Trump has offered money. So this lines up with annexing Gaza. In other words, this is exactly what I said in my video, Washington, D.C. is. So, two-state solution. These people are saying two-state solution. It reminds me of them saying the stuff about the red heifer. Every time the red heifer was going to the red heifer is going to be sacrificed now, and it never happened. Two-state solution. Vetoes. The U.S. vetoed it. Trump would veto it because that's not Trump's plan. Trump's plan follows with the Bible, is getting rid of the people and relocating them, casting lots for people. This is what, and it says right here, Netanyahu says several countries close to agreement to take in Palestine people, the Gazans. Trump, something good will happen. So after these people leave, which could be in the next 30 days, it could be 2 weeks after they have countries take them, they will annex it. And that is parting the land. I said that in my video right here, two-state solution. is a two-state solution is a clickbait. Clickbait, as I talked about in my video, they're going to annex it. Annexing it is parting the land. Somebody will take possession of it, and that is Trump, as I said right here. Trump says he will take Gaza. He will own it. So that's exactly what parting the land would be. And if it doesn't really matter what Macron says. Doesn't really matter what Macron says. It doesn't matter what the prince says, because Trump can veto it, and he would veto it. So it's a nothing burger. Good seeing everybody. I'm going to go praise and worship next. If people want to send me their cats, I will have that in my next video, or their dogs. I will post about their dogs. And if you have a funny story about your animal, if you have a funny story about your animal, send it to me and I will broadcast it. As I said, my cat has a foot fetish. I love my cat. Most people love their animals, and I will show it in my videos. I will be leaving this up. Yep, KP, if you want me, if you want something or anybody, I will showcase your animals next. And if you want me to tell a funny story about them, I will. So God bless. I will leave this up. I'm going to go to praise and worship next. I will be praise and worship next. Good seeing everybody. God bless.